wanted to ask you because, there's obviously a lot of families that are disjointed and stuck around the world.
Yes.
What are you seeing? I think there's a couple of parts to this question. I think the first one is, are you seeing a lot of family visas or perhaps expats, Australian expats coming back? What is happening at the moment? Just partner family visas, just,
Yes, the family bits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start with, I generally get questions about how people can bring their parents over at this time. I don't have a lot of positive news for that one. The department has taken a very rigid and inflexible view when it comes to our parents, because of the volume of families that wants to be reconnected. That's my guess, right? So right now, they've actually only been giving out travel exemptions to parents who are accompanying, so grandparents. So when you think about it, your parents will like grandparents, right? Who are accompanying kids under 16 to come back to be reunited with their parents. Okay, so that's one scenario that they are granting travel exemptions. The other scenarios are that if the Australians or permanent residents over here are in like critical medical condition.
Right.
And so the parent, and even in those cases, what I've seen is that they're actually only granting one parent to come in.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's on a temporary sort of holiday type
It's
visa.
on a temporary, yes, correct. It's on a temporary visa. That's it. I am bolstered by just the general vaccination rates that we have in Australia. So I feel like this will change soon. I feel like at least in the first quarter of next year, January, February, we'll be able to see greater flexibility with parents. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that one. And when that happens, parents can come over in family-sponsored tourist visas.
Okay, so
that will be the first one.
Situation where we've got a family already here in Australia, but whose children might be overseas, maybe as international students, then the grandparent can come and visit with that child, but that's about the only way they're getting in at the moment. Have I got that right?
No, so the scenario where the grandparents are coming in, right, accompanying a child under 16, is if that child under 16 is already a permanent resident or an Australian citizen that for whatever reason got stuck outside, right? And needs to be accompanied for travel. Yeah. To come back to their Australian citizen and permanent resident parents.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the future of that, those sort of, okay, let's start with grandparents' visas. Do you think that will go back to how it was before? Because
I do.
Waiting lists as long as
I feel like the border restrictions will start to ease from the first quarter of next year onwards, because the vaccination rates, double vaccination, single, and all that, it's increasing, right? Which means that then we are sticking to Australia's roadmaps of life getting back to normal, learning how to live with the disease. So I do feel like they'll take a more flexible approach with travel exemptions pretty much next year onwards. And my guess is certain countries will be able to come in earlier than other countries, but that's just the rollout process. So I do see some flexibility with that. In the meantime,